Hello everybody, this is Alex from Nisbet here, and today we're going to be going over the manufacturing side of work orders for countertops specifically, but just in general because I think manufacturing is going to want to go in, at least initially, and check some of these work orders out to make sure they're set up properly. But today I'm going to be using a post-form top example. It's this work order 149. So I'm going to go ahead and double click this, assuming I'm in manufacturing. So the first thing that's going to show up is this general tab. And this is a very important tab because it houses this machine and machine group. And so best practice obviously on these work orders is to set these two, as I've talked about in a previous video. So this machine group, obviously WMS, and the machine coordinating with a particular shop, in this case Postform. And so if I'm manufacturing, I'm going to want to go ahead and check all of these before I do anything to this work order, because this is what determines whether or not the work order comes through WMS. So I'm going to go ahead and check out the finished product just to make sure that it's all set up right. And this was a test SKU, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's correct. And then we're going to go over into source material. And now this is where the remove placeholder SKU is. And so I'm going to do exactly what the SKU indicates, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And so now I'm going to add the legitimate source material for this particular finished product. And so now, because this is a test SKU, it doesn't really have anything associated with it. It's just this PFM. I don't know exactly what I'm building. So I'm going to add some sort of random source material that may or may not make sense. I'm going to click product up here. So let's go back. Let's refresh here. So for this part, we're adding our source material to create this finished product, right? So we've removed that remove SKU, and now we're just going to be adding additional source material. I'm going to select add for adding source material, and then I can search by hitting this product button up here, and that's what I'm going to do because I do not know exactly what goes into these. Over here is your product explorer, so that's how I'm going to wind up choosing some of my options here. And this is maybe not viewable to everybody, but if it is or is not, you're going to want to go to options and then select product explorer. So here I'm going to drop down some of these product groups here and hope I can't stumble into some countertop stuff. And that I think might work. I don't want to see any of the pounds or the at, so I'm going to bail on that. Okay, so I don't know exactly what each of these SKUs is, but I'm going to go ahead and click one of these and assume that it's part of my finished top here. So I just select that one, I'll say one piece, and hit OK. I'm going to add another one here. And let's go back to solid surface and go down further on the list. And let's just say that's not a great example either. I'll just select another one of these and hit OK. And so like I said, this is not going to look exactly like this. There's a good chance these two products would never go together to create a post-form top, but that's okay. This is just an example. Now you got to remember that these two things are going to be creating this one thing. So let's go back here, and this doesn't have any cost, so this is obviously going to cause some problems, but that's okay. Let's just assume for a second that this is how we're building this top. Then we're going to go over into processes, and this is just your labor applications here. So we're going to go into add. We're going to go operation, countertop labor, post-form labor. So now this has a fixed cost at $1 per each, and it's my understanding that for post-form, there's a spreadsheet that calculates basically all of the labor. So for this one, we've got the cost based on source quantity right now, but that's not necessarily correct. So for post-form, we're going to go fixed quantity, and we're let's just say the spreadsheet says that labor is $100. So that's going to multiply this 100 for the quantity, basically, times this 1, which is this calculated. So this is basically 1 each, and 1 per 100 is $100. So we'll hit OK. And there's our countertop labor, and it says $100 on there. And the last thing we're going to do is move up here to costing. We're going to need to link both of these to our finished product. Hit OK. And then we're going to go to save and close. And now this should save a new work order for us. It'll be in waiting for processing, but you'll notice if you go back into it, all of the source material and labor and anything else that we've changed will be saved. And so that concludes the manufacturing side for work orders for countertops. But like I said, this also applies to anything. If manufacturing is going to be going back through work orders to make sure that they're set up properly, this is the process that they would do so. So that concludes our video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.